There's a lot going on in Bumblebee, even for longtime Transformers fans. If your brain was left as bogged as the Autobots' memory cells after fighting Blitzwing, never fear. Let us unconfuse you and break down the meaning of the end of Bumblebee. We won't deceive you. There are spoilers ahead. Bumblebee buzzed into theaters to bring moviegoers a new kind of Transformers film, one focused more on characters than screen-shaking action sequences. The origin story brings back the titular Autobot and also introduces the spunky 18-year-old Charlie, who discovers him in a scrapyard.
You sound like a little bumblebee.
Bumblebee's concluding act pushes its protagonists to be quick on their feet, bold with their hearts, and unflinching in their choices. All that's fairly easy for Bee, who proves willing to selflessly drown himself in a flood if it means taking the Decepticon Shatter with him and saving humanity. Charlie shows her bravery by diving into the waters to rescue Bee after the waters overtake him. The move is more than just a rescue. It also represents Charlie reconnecting with her past as a state champion diver, an activity she'd rejected after her father's death. But Charlie's biggest moment of courage was her personal sacrifice, letting Bumblebee go instead of keeping a watchful eye over him herself. Not only did this demonstrate Charlie's selflessness, it also set her apart from the other protagonists in the 6-movie-long Transformers series, who rarely left the sides of their Transformers. Charlie is no action hero, nor is she a child of destiny. She's just a typical teenager whose life doesn't really have room for cosmic-scale conflict. But it's not like she couldn't team up with her old bug again. If she can help save the world once, she can do it twice, right?
Like this. How bad?
On a secluded hill overlooking the Golden Gate Bridge, Bee and Charlie share a tearful goodbye after the final battle. Bee prepares to head to San Francisco, while Charlie stresses her newfound need to stay behind in Brighton Falls with her loved ones. Bumblebee then scans a yellow 1977 Camaro, sparking some jealousy from Charlie, and then rides onto the Golden Gate Bridge alongside a red Freightliner semi-truck. The truck turns out to be the movie's Generation 1 version of Optimus Prime, while Bee's sweet Chevy form is the same one he assumes from the start in 2007's Transformers. All this seems to create a direct link between the end of Bumblebee and the start of the first Transformers. It's sort of a sweet moment, but the more you think about the timeline of the movie series, the less sense it makes.
You serious?
The Transformers movie timeline is a total mess of continuity, with every entry in the series seeming to somehow contradict the one that came before it. In Michael Bay's first movie, it's explained that the Autobots landed on Earth in 2007, motivated to show up by a need to find the Allspark, an ancient all-powerful artifact. When Bumblebee learns that Sam Witwicky has a map that leads to the Allspark, he contacts Optimus Prime, who then touches down on Earth for the first time with 3 other Autobots. The Bumblebee movie basically tosses that piece of lore into the trash by having Bee meet Prime on Earth in 1987, 20 years earlier on the Golden Gate Bridge. The lore is further jumbled by the movie's mid-credit scene, which features Bumblebee and Optimus Prime meeting in a forest, looking up at the sky, and spotting several Autobots careening toward Earth to begin building their new base. Something that just hasn't happened by the time the original movie begins. But while this change stomps all over established series canon, it also opens up room for more prequel movies. If the future films are as good as Bumblebee, we'll call it a fair trade. The human antagonist of Bumblebee is Agent Jack Burns, played by none other than John Cena. Burns harbors a serious grudge against Bumblebee after the Autobot crash lands on Earth and fights a destructive battle against the Decepticon Blitzwing at the base of Sector 7, the secret agency that oversees alien activity. The cataclysmic battle doesn't just leave Bumblebee without his voice box, it also gives Burns a nasty scar. It's not difficult to see why the military man is quick to team up with the Decepticons Shatter and Dropkick when they claim Bumblebee is an extraterrestrial criminal. Naturally, it turns out that the Decepticons are nothing but a pair of lying robo-bullies who couldn't care less about humankind.
They literally call themselves Decepticons. That doesn't set off any red flags.
Burns experiences a change of heart when Bumblebee saves him from dying in a helicopter crash during the movie's final fight. Realizing he's misjudged the robots, Burns ultimately acknowledges Bumblebee as a soldier and a hero, giving him a farewell salute while Bee pumps his fist in the air Breakfast Club style. Burns buys Bee and Charlie time to escape before the rest of Sector 7's soldiers show up. It's an act of kindness that leaves Burns open to play a sympathetic or even heroic role in a potential future movie. Bumblebee leaves plenty of room open for a sequel. One mid-credit scene serves as a springboard for more Autobot adventures, while another grants Charlie some closure and some freedom in the form of a working red convertible. The arrangement leaves this one particular story feeling wrapped up, but the minds behind the series haven't been shy about discussing what might come next. Transformers series producer Lorenzo di La Bonaventura has described Bumblebee as being not a full reboot, but rather a new direction for the franchise. As he said to Entertainment Weekly, "If B's successful, we can have B2, no doubt. We have a good sense of where a second movie would go." There are plenty of potential paths to choose from when thinking about the future of Transformers. The movie could be the beginning of its own franchise, or the start of a series of spin-offs focused on other Autobots. If the film is successful enough, Paramount might greenlight the Optimus Prime solo movie people have been chattering about, or put into development the Cybertron set animated sequel director Travis Knight has said he's keen on. The studio could take the series into the past or decades into the future to tell all sorts of new stories. In the words of Di Bonaventura, "I think we've got an abundance of choices. It's really more about narrowing them down than anything else and deciding which one we think is the strongest one to go with." Whichever direction the Transformers franchise goes from here, we hope it keeps this new commitment to character and quality. After 5 movies worth of sometimes nonsensical Michael Bayham, the series has made what's been called its best movie yet. As long as the filmmakers keep that up, we'll be there to ride along. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about Transformers are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.